Part 20. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 191. In front of a large black mountain, a crane sat cross-legged on the top of the mountain, spreading a powerful aura that frightened the surrounding monsters from moving forward. Qin Feng took out his Ruyi palace and began to perform sacrifices. Pieces of Ruyi gold were melted by him and merged with the Ruyi palace. He used magic to upgrade the Ruyi palace. Ding, congratulations to the host, Ruyi palace, for being upgraded to a lower grade magic weapon of the Heavenly King. Ding, congratulations to the host, Ruyi palace, for being upgraded to a medium level magic weapon of the Heavenly King. The system's prompt sound came out, and the Ruyi palace was upgraded to 2 levels. After doing all this, Qin Feng stopped. At this time, the Ruyi palace has more than doubled in size, and it can no longer be upgraded, because more materials will be needed to upgrade. He does not want to invest all the materials in the palace, because he also has to upgrade other buildings. Weapon. Brush. Qin Feng casually took out countless weapons from the space, and then he took out the enhanced version of the 7-kill sword and the Taiyan sword, and placed them in the Zijin Bagua furnace. Not long after, the system beep came. Ding, congratulations to the host, the Heavenly Grade Superior Enhanced 7-killing sword, has been upgraded to the Heavenly King Superior, Taiyan 7-killing sword. Ding, congratulations to the host, the Heavenly Grade Azura Divine Phoenix, for being upgraded to the Heavenly King's Grade Azura Divine Sword. Not long after, Qin Feng used the scales of the Stegosaurus to refine more than a dozen pieces of Ruyi armor, all of which were of the highest quality to the Heavenly King. If the wish-fulfilling armor is put on the hand like a ring, it can be transformed into armor to cover the whole body with a thought, eliminating the trouble of inconvenient movement when wearing the armor. Not only that, Qin Feng also upgraded the weapons for his maids and others, all of whom have reached the level of a king. This time, their strength increased again, but the only pity was that there was no system reward, which caused Qin Feng to be greatly injured. Soon, Qin Feng swallowed a large amount of holy elixirs, and his realm was promoted to the 6th stage of sainthood without any side effects. When the other 4 girls, Ryoma and others, took the elixir, it had no effect at all, because they had just ascended to the next level and had not yet reached the stage of breaking the mirror. This time, Qin Feng and the others' overall strength has increased, and all their soldiers have been upgraded to the level of kings. It's time to leave. Qin Feng, who was cross-legged, stood up, and 2 golden beams of light emitted from his eyes, penetrating the void. In a flash of thought, Qin Feng put away the Ruyi palace. He turned over and rode on the dragon horse. He and the maids rode on the crane and came to the exit of the 2nd floor of the small world. Whoops! As soon as Qin Fengshi appeared, countless monks appeared in front of him. There were hundreds of monks in total. Damn it, are you here to die again? Qin Feng's eyes condensed, with powerful murderous intent in his eyes. Master Qin, I have 10 bottles of high-quality happy pills here, which can be used 10 times a night. I dedicate them to you. I hope I can serve you at any time. Master Qin's daughter is 18 years old and not yet married. Senior Qin, please accept me as your disciple. Countless people swarmed in. During the period when Qin Feng disappeared, they were frantically looking for Qin Feng and wanted to follow Qin Feng. Qin Feng's performance in recent days has been too eye-catching, and many people want to follow him to take advantage of him and claim the favor of a powerful backer like Qin Feng. For it. Qin Feng was speechless for a while. He thought what these people wanted to do. It turned out that they all wanted to take them in, but unfortunately, he had no intention of taking them in. Qin Feng had no choice but to wave his hand, and strong wind spread out from his palm, forcing everyone away. This control technique spread, and it was used so wonderfully that it pushed everyone away without hurting them at all. The next moment, the dragon horse and the crane rushed past and disappeared on the second level of the small world. Master Qin, don't leave. Master Qin, I am sincere. Hurry up and take me with you. A group of monks behind them wailed. They were extremely unwilling, and the thighs they had obtained just disappeared before their eyes. Soon after, Qin Feng and the others arrived at the platform at the exit of the small world, preparing to leave. However, the Gishui secret realm has not yet closed, and it will take at least 7 days. Qin Feng's time is extremely precious, how could he delay here? So, he studied here for a while, turned on the formation, a burst of light shone, and Qin Feng and the others disappeared into the Gishui world in front of everyone's eyes. The small world of Gishui secret realm has no effect on Qin Feng. He decided to find a mountain to clean up for 3 months, and then go directly to Dongzhou. At this time, there were a lot of discussions in the main hall of Jingguan Cave. The master of Jingguan Cave was sitting on the main seat. He was in the first layer of mind, and his aura was extremely powerful. It means that the physical body has escaped from the mortal world and reached the king-level realm. At this time, it can be called an extraordinary monk. Extraordinary monks are divided into 5 realms: movement of mind, mountain moving, divine illumination, formlessness, and princes. There is a threshold and a heaven. At this time, it is extremely difficult to practice. Crossing the border is like crossing a natural chasm, extremely difficult. In this world, more than 90% of monks are trapped in king-level bodies. At this time, the monk's practice is to cross the chasm in the sky on the road to heaven, and each realm is divided into 9 heavens. The master of the Golden Light Cave is a monk who moves the heavens. As a monk in the king-level realm, he is extremely powerful. The power overflowing from his body alone is enough to break mountains and rocks, and defeat all heroes. As the dominant force in the 100,000 mountains, all the saints of Jingguan Cave were killed, which made the elders of Jingguan Cave in a mess. Jingguan Cave forcibly raised the realm of the second saint to the 4th stage of incarnation because it was afraid that he would die in the Gishui secret realm. As a result, the other party still died in the Gishui secret realm, and the murderer was still Qin Feng. Report, report. This was a monk from Jingguan Cave who came to report in fear. This scene immediately made Jingguan Cave Master Jin Tu furious. He directly scolded, "What are you panicking about? Qin Feng, is here." Jingguan Cave Master Jin Tu, who was originally furious, became even angrier when he heard that Qin Feng was here. This kid killed someone and didn't run away. He dared to come to my Jingguan Cave. He is simply courting death. The master of Jingguan Cave stood up suddenly. He was about to fly out of the palace to kill Qin Feng. "Master, please be patient." An elder of the Golden Light Cave stepped forward to comfort him, saying, "Qin Feng was able to kill the saint's son in a row, and he dared to come to our Golden Light Cave so brazenly. He must have some backup plan. We should make a long-term plan." The elder analyzed, his face was very serious, analyzing the consequences. The other elders nodded when they heard this. Since Qin Feng dared to come, he must be confident. Jin Tu of the Golden Light Cave said, "What do you think? Activate the formation." Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 192. Soon, Qin Feng rode a dragon horse and landed on the Jingguangdong martial arts field. The mountains and rivers here are beautiful, and the silver waterfalls are like dragons. It is indeed a good place for spiritual practice. At this moment, Qin Feng saw Jin Tu, the master of the Jingguang Cave, standing in front of the lobby, as well as all the Jingguang elders and monks. As Qin Feng's powerful eyes scanned the surroundings, all the monks were trembling with fear. Qin Feng's reputation had already spread throughout the mountains, and his popularity was unprecedented. "Are you Qin Feng?" Jin Tu, the master of Jingguan Cave, looked at Qin Feng with murderous intent in his eyes. His voice was loud and shaking. "Yes, it's me." Qin Feng's voice came out calmly, still extremely confident, and it was two extremes. "It's fine if it's you, do it." Following the command from the cave master of the Golden Light Cave, the formation was activated instantly, and countless formation stones intertwined with spiritual energy, trapping Qin Feng and the others. At this moment, murderous intent surged into the sky in the killing formation, penetrating the world. Seeing that Qin Feng and the others were trapped, the monks in the Golden Light Cave suddenly became ecstatic. There is a powerful killing array on the martial arts field in Jingguang Cave, which is enough to kill everyone below the 5th stage of the transformation god realm. Qin Feng felt the pressure coming from around him, his eyes narrowed slightly, and then a sneer appeared at the corner of his mouth. Buzz. On the bodies of Qin Feng and others, a light shield spread out, and the Heavenly King's medium Ruyi armor instantly protected them from top to bottom, making it impossible to break through the defense. All the monks in the surrounding Golden Light Cave were stunned. There was quite a movement in the field, but they couldn't break through the defenses of several people, which made them feel horrified. What's even more surprising is that even Qin Feng's 2 mounts are protected by treasure armor. He must be too rich. Normally, a piece of precious armor would be incomparably more valuable, but the opponent even had a precious armor for his mount. Comparing one person to another is simply infuriating. "Qin Feng, what exactly do you want to do?" Jin Tu, the master of the Jingguang Cave, had a gloomy face. Qin Feng's move was completely out of sight of their Jingguang Cave. "I've been a little tired recently, so I want to stay in Jingguang Cave for a while, and by the way, I can reshuffle the Shiwen Das Han." Qin Feng's voice came out, and his eyes were full of disdain. With such a formation, he could find the life gate and break it in an instant. "Qin Feng, you are just wishful thinking. Your armor is very powerful, but it will also lose its power under the attack of the formation, and you will eventually die." Jin Tu, the cave master of Jingguang Cave, shouted, his eyes filled with cold murderous intent, very confident. "Yeah." Qin Feng grinned, raised his legs and stared at the huge pressure, and walked forward step by step. When Qin Feng moved, the entire formation increased its attack intensity. The more Qin Feng struggles in this formation, the stronger his power becomes. "You are seeking your own death." "Ha ha ha." Jin Tu laughed loudly, and the expression on his face became even more proud. Qin Feng refused to use the formation. This was simply courting death. When Qin Feng heard this, he was disdainful. He also looked up to the sky and laughed and said, "Frog at the bottom of the well, today your grandpa Qin will let you see what the formation is. Rise." Qin Feng shouted loudly, and with his movements, the killing formation condensed the momentum of heaven and earth together to form an astonishing killing sword. "Ha ha ha ha, you ignorant boy." Jin Tu was even more excited. Qin Feng introduced the maximum power of the formation. This sword could already cause damage to monks in the telekinetic realm. However, at this moment, Qin Feng casually threw a few formation stones. In everyone's shocked eyes, the killing sword formed in the void turned its blade and pointed it at Jin Tu. This is impossible." Jin Tu's pupils shrank, and he was slightly startled. He really didn't understand why the sword edge of the formation actually changed and was pointed at him. Soon enough, the killing sword in the air suddenly moved, its whole body shimmering with silver-white sword energy, instantly piercing the void and hitting the golden map. At this moment, Jin Tu finally realized that it was too late for him to dodge. He could only block the lightsaber with a light shield surging around him. Boom! An earth-shattering sound came, and Jin Tu completely took the killing sword. The power of the killing sword caused blood to overflow from the corner of his mouth, and he was injured. Several pillars in front of the main hall of Jingguangdong collapsed, and some elders of Jingguangdong were injured on the side. "Ah! The golden light moved the cave master Jintu and roared loudly. He never expected that things would take such a turn, which he could not accept. Qin Feng sneered, if it weren't for the powerful formation blessing here, he really wouldn't have been able to create such a powerful killing sword within that time. The real power of this sword comes from the killing formation on the martial arts field. I just changed the life gate to let it counter-attack and kill. Boy, I don't understand why you can activate my formation. Jintu, the master of Jingguan Cave, had an ugly face. At this time, he was extremely embarrassed, and his hair was dancing in a murderous manner. It's very simple, because I am a master of formations. When Qin Feng finished speaking, everyone around him took a breath of air. Oh my God, such a young formation master. And he has the strength to kill the Holy Sun. Could it be that this person comes from an ancient family? All the monks around the Golden Light Cave were stunned. They couldn't believe what was happening in front of them. It was so unreasonable. Qin Feng not only has great strength, he has also gone so far in the art of formation. He is simply a demon god. Qin Feng, you killed the holy son of my Jingguan Cave, you must bear my wrath, go to hell. The Jingguan Cave clan shouted, and the powerful momentum spread, and the breath of the first heaven spread out. Such a mighty force immediately made all the cultivators of Jingguan Cave tremble with fear, and their souls sent out the will. This is the physical manifestation of the moving realm. The power of the physical body alone is enough to split mountains and rocks, and the power is irresistible. What bullshit anger! Just you, overestimate your own ability. Qin Feng spoke without any Jintu. His eyes swept across the rockery and water of Jingguan Cave, and nodded repeatedly. Yes, the environment here is quiet and the scenery is extraordinary. It is worth my cultivation here. Qin Feng looked at this place from time to time, and did not take Jintu seriously at all. Asshole, you dare to ignore me. Jintu couldn't hold his breath anymore. He stretched out a palm, and the palm stretched out like an eagle's claw, slapping Qin Feng's crown. Ignorance is fearless. Qin Feng was still calm and unpredictable, with his back to the golden map, but he was actually panicking. He really didn't expect that the owner of the Golden Light Cave was actually a cultivator at the Yudong realm. At this moment, an extremely powerful aura spread in the void, and dark clouds covered the sky and the sun, suppressing them. In an instant, all the cultivators present knelt on the ground, with horror in their eyes. What is this? Can anyone tell me what happened? You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 193. A long time ago, Qin Feng blew out a powerful weapon that covered the sky and the sun. Now he used it because it was extremely powerful. He has used it once before, and this is the second time he has used it. Qin Feng prayed in his heart that it must be successful and it must be effective. In an instant, there was a mighty pressure in the sky, and everyone was trembling with fear, unable to resist. The powerful intention moved the monk Jintu of the first layer of heaven, and he was even more sluggish for a moment. That is to say, taking advantage of this moment, Qin Feng stepped on his feet and suddenly appeared in front of Jintu. Boom! Kunpeng Fist, a low-level immortal grade skill, was used, and a cloud of blood mist exploded. Jintu's figure was directly shattered, leaving no bones or scum left. Hiss! Hum! The monks in the Golden Light Cave were all stunned. What was going on? The cave master died like this? Call. After killing Jintu, Qin breathed a sigh of relief. In fact, it was no wonder that Qin Feng was so decisive. This overwhelming momentum could only make Jintu stunned for a moment. If he came back to his senses, Qin Feng might not be his opponent. After all, Pangu's feet have been used up, and there are still more than 20 days before the next use. Qin Feng does not dare to take risks, thinking that he can make the opponent surrender just by covering the sky and the sun. After killing the cave master of the Golden Light Cave, a platinum scratch-off card appeared on the spot. This made Qin Feng a little disappointed, hoping for a critical hit. Qin Feng stepped forward to pick it up and blew it away amid everyone's strange eyes. Ding! Congratulations to the sender for successfully using the platinum scratch-off card, and he will be rewarded with 3 enlightenment pills. Dingo Enlightenment Pill can instantly enhance the strength of 3 minor realms without any side effects. This order is extremely precious and cannot be transferred or refined. It can only appear randomly. The system's prompt sound came out, which instantly made Qin Feng overjoyed. Among these hundreds of thousands of mountains, if he wanted to shuffle the mountains, he had to wait until Pango's feet could be used. However, with these 3 enlightenment pills, it is different. Qin Feng, who has reached the 9th level of sainthood, can conquer 100,000 mountains with his personal strength alone. Thinking of this, Qin Feng put 3 pills into his mouth without hesitation. Buzz! Qin Feng's body spread out with extremely powerful aura, and the formation that he had transformed originally had a massive amount of heaven and earth vitality flowing towards him. For a moment, Qin Feng's surroundings were filled with spiritual energy, and the spiritual energy storm turned into a storm that engulfed him and immediately calmed everyone around him. Seeing this scene, Suzaku, Xianhe, and others were all beside Qin Feng, carefully protecting him for fear of a crisis. However, all this only lasted for 3 breaths, and Qin Feng directly became a 9th level monk. "Master, how are you doing?" Suzaku took a step forward and came to Qin Feng's side. She asked very worriedly. Qin Feng seemed to have realized the truth just now. Why did he withdraw so soon? Did he fail? Qin Feng laughed and said, "I feel very good now." Suzaku. Is it okay to fail? Suzaku didn't understand either. Damn it, this kid killed the cave master, let's all come together to avenge the cave master. Kill Qin Feng and avenge the Dong clan. Whoever can kill Qin Feng will be the cave master of our Golden Light Cave. Even the saint and Qin Feng's maid will be rewarded to him. The monks in the Golden Light Cave instantly became angry and let out earth-shaking roars. Faced with such a huge temptation, everyone's murderous intent was cancelled. Even if Qin Feng was very powerful, they were not afraid of death and rushed forward. Their Jing Guangdong is the top few overlords in the 100,000 mountains, with unfathomable strength and profound foundation. Even if the cave master in the early stage of telekinesis dies, their Golden Light Cave still has countless masters of transforming gods. Their overall strength is very strong. Even with the human sea tactic, they can defeat the opponent to death. They are confident. Kill. A fierce battle broke out instantly, and all the monks in Jingguan Cave surrounded Qin Feng and the others. Under the leadership of a deputy cave master, they divided Qin Feng and the others in an orderly manner, preparing to defeat them one by one. Zhou Qing'er holds the immortal killing gourd and sits with Lin Ziyi on the crane in the 4th stage of transformation. Miscellaneous. The war immortal gourds and cranes emitted a killing light that soared to the sky and earth, piercing downwards. Countless monks in the Golden Light Cave were pierced, and all the low-level monks were pierced by the void. This scene made the people in Jingguan Cave even more furious. Some people turned around and rushed towards Lin Ziyi desperately. Zhou Qing'er's magic weapon is very strong and his mount is very powerful, but Lin Ziyi has no magic weapon and is very weak. Boom! When Qin Feng saw this scene, he naturally couldn't let them succeed. He punched out into the void, and the light of the 12th yin and the sun intertwined. After the blessing of the 9 forbidden domain, the power was terrifying. This punch shocked all the elders who attacked Lin Ziyi. They subconsciously wanted to escape, but unfortunately it was too late. Kunpeng punched out a brilliant beam of light. The elder of Jing Guangdong, who had no resistance at all, was turned into a pulp by Qin Feng's punch. As for the others, there was infinite fear in their eyes, and they immediately stayed away from Qin Feng. Behind them, Xianhe and Zhou Qing'er are not good masters. As monks of the fourth stage of transformation, they are extremely powerful. Its sword skills were intertwined, and dozens of monks were lying on the corpse below, dying on the spot. On the side of Suzaku, as the saint of the Suzaku clan, she was surrounded by brilliant divine fire, and more than a dozen monks who had reached the state of transformation could not enter her body. And Wang Shui and Longma were both agile and alive, and they were temporarily safe. The shouts and screams here were earth-shaking, and for a moment Qin Feng and his 7 men suppressed all the people in the Golden Light Cave. Especially on Qin Feng's side, he opened a great combination, and his strength of the 9th stage of the sainthood made him unmatched, and no one could stand up to him. In the blink of an eye, countless monks died and died under Qin Feng's feet. In front of the mountain of corpses, platinum scratch-off cards appeared one after another, glowing fluorescently. However, Qin Feng had no time to pick them up. Soon after, without any suspense, the remaining monks in the Golden Light Cave had no power to resist, and they knelt aside and trembled. In this battle alone, the vitality of the Golden Light Cave was severely damaged, and its foundation was shaken. It was no longer the dominant position of the 100,000 mountains. There is no way. The Jingguan Cave created the Yudong Cave Master with the power of the whole sect, which is the foundation of their dominance in the 100,000 mountains. And as the pillar of the overlord of the 100,000 mountains, the 5th stage of the spiritualization cultivators were almost all dead, and the vitality of the Jingguan Cave was seriously damaged. I am afraid that it will decline because of this. Qin Feng didn't care about this at all. He quickly looted all the treasures and materials of the Jingguan Cave. Soon, there were cultivators from Lishan who settled in the Jingguan Cave, and the Jingguan Cave changed its owner directly. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbs feed -01, container, tabula below article feed, placement, below article feed, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 194. The monks from Lishan came to the Golden Light Cave and watched the golden light move, and the corpses were strong, with admiration and awe on their faces. They hugged Qin Feng's lap. At this moment, their strength was also rising. The next step was to clean the battlefield and accept the Golden Light Cave. Soon after, Lishan successfully received all the strength of Jingguangdong. They took root in Jingguan Cave and became the new owners of Jingguan Cave. A month later, Jingguan Cave welcomed an uninvited guest, the Peak Master of Xiaoao Peak, who led everyone to Jingguan Cave. Their holy son was dead, and the deputy Peak Master was also lying dead. Even the Golden Light Cave, which was slightly weaker than them, was captured by Qin Feng. This made them know what they had to do, otherwise they would become 100,000 the laughing stock of the mountain. Brush. Soon the Peak Master of the 7 Kills Palace arrived at the Jingguan Cave with a group of strong men. They, the 7 Kills Palace and Xiaoao Peak, worked together to prepare to cause trouble for Qin Feng. Qin Feng, get out of here. The Peak Masters of Kisha Palace and Xiaoao Peak were full of force, and their words were like thunder in the sky. The light that soared into the sky spread out around the two of them, and their power was incomparable. They were all moving the first level of the sky, and their strength was extremely powerful. Around the two of them, thousands of monks arrived, and the roaring sound was loud above the Golden Light Cave. In the palace of Ruyi, Qin Feng, who was meditating, heard the words. He rode a dragon horse and came to the martial arts field. At this moment, all the elders from Lishan arrived. When they saw someone in the sky, their expressions changed drastically and they began to panic. Although the strength of their Thunder Mountain plus the integrated Golden Light Cave is powerful, it is not enough to confront Kisha Palace and Xiaoao Peak. No matter how you look at it, they have no chance of winning. Master God, why don't we run? Yes, the Lord God has left the Green Mountains here, so he is not afraid of running out of firewood. If he doesn't leave, it will be too late. Some elders were extremely panicked. The two great sects were both overlords. What could they do to compete? Oh no, you are a bunch of trash, you want to run away without even fighting. Qin Feng was very dissatisfied when he heard this. He squinted at a few people and danced like this. How could he trust himself to hand over the Golden Light Cave to them? Listen, it's not scary to have a low level of cultivation. What's scary is not having the belief in invincibility. Otherwise, even if a genius is placed in front of you, your cultivation will only stagnate. Qin Feng shook his sleeves, and he mounted a dragon horse and appeared in the sky. Where did this old dog come from, barking in front of my house? Qin Feng surged with powerful momentum. He appeared in the sky, not afraid of the opponent, but seemed very unpredictable. The elders of Lishan below gave a bitter smile, and now they can only listen to Qin Feng's words and have the belief of being invincible. They gathered on the martial arts field, preparing for the upcoming battle of genocide. Looking at the dense crowd in the sky, they felt completely terrified. At this moment, Murongjian, the master of the Seven Kills Palace, had hatred shining in his eyes. He stared at Qin Feng in the sky, causing the temperature in the air to drop sharply. Murong Wuxian, the holy son of the Qi-killing palace whom Qin Feng killed, was his illegitimate son. How could he be calm? Qin Feng, do you know that you are guilty of killing my child? Murongjian waved his hand, and the monks behind him immediately lined up, waiting for the palace master's order to annihilate everyone in Lishan Golden Light Cave. I have wiped out all the people in the Seven Kills Palace. Who knows which one is your son? Qin Feng stood on the back of the dragon and horse, with his hands behind his back, facing thousands of people in the Seven Kills Palace alone, feeling relaxed and fearless. Murong Wuxian. Murongjian's cold eyes looked at Qin Feng. As a moving box, he didn't pay attention to Qin Feng at all. Although Qin Feng is only in the Lingtai realm in his eyes, he is not afraid even if the opponent hides his cultivation. In this 100,000 mountains, he is invincible. Murong Wuxian? I don't know him. Qin Feng grinned. He really didn't know who Murong Wuxian was. Anyway, all the people in the Seven Kills Palace in the small secret world were dead. It was not wrong to say that he killed them. You bastard, you go to hell, I want you to watch your woman die in front of me. Murongjian roared angrily, and with a wave of his hand, the monk behind him instantly blocked Qin Feng's retreat. Qin Feng saw that the crowd was not enough, so he pointed at Xiaoao Peak ahead and said, Hey, come on, that old man, who are you? When the peak master of Xiaoao Peak heard this, his nose was almost crooked with anger. He instantly led the masters of the sect to another transformation of Qin Feng, and formed an encirclement with the Seven Kills Palace, shrouding Qin Feng below. Oh, it turns out you are from Xiaoao Peak. Qin Feng looked at the clothes they were wearing and said with a sneer, and then his eyes revealed powerful murderous intent. You bunch of losers, come on together. Qin Feng saw that someone wanted to go down and besiege Suzaku and the others. He knew it was time and he couldn't let Suzaku and the others get hurt. Boy, since you want to die, then I will make it happen for you. A ferocious smile appeared on Murongjian's face. He was not going to let the peak master of Murong Peak kill Qin Feng. If that happened, he would lose the meaning of revenge. The peak master of Xiaoao Peak immediately understood what Murongjian meant when he saw this scene. He stepped back slightly and moved aside. Then, with a wave of his hand, everyone in Xiaoao Peak charged towards the golden light cave below. Boom! The terrifying Genkai blast came. Murongjian was a strong man in the realm of telekinesis. Under the bombardment of this punch, the void almost shattered, causing ripples to spread out. The power was astonishing. With such power, everyone in Lishan could not stop it. Even Zuck, Zhou Qing'er and others were extremely worried, but at this time, the people from Xiaoao Peak had already come to kill them, so they could not care about their worries and began to prepare for the battle. Qin Feng's mouth slowly raised, and he suddenly shouted, "All of you retreat, watch me kick them all to death." Boom! As Qin Feng's voice fell, the void surged with thousands of feet of dark clouds, the sky was broken, and an unimaginable force came, which was a force that mortals could not resist. The power of this kick was simply unimaginable. Murong Jian, the first to bear the brunt, was stepped to death by Qin Feng, and not even a bone was left. As for the other Xiaoao Peak Master, he was also horrified and raised his hands to intercept this kick. However, this kick was like an ancient sacred mountain suppressing him, and his arms instantly shattered and broke, and then stepped on him fiercely. Even though he was a cultivator at the Yudong realm, he was completely unable to stop it and fell from the void to the ground, turning into a pool of flesh. Moreover, this kick was extremely fierce and huge. Nearly 1,000 cultivators became corpses under Qin Feng's kick. The place was filled with blood and blood flowed like a river. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 195. Hiss. All the monks from Kisha Palace and Xiaoao Peak were stunned. They gasped and trembled. The elder monks from Jingguan Cave and Lishan were also trembling with fear, and a huge shock surged in their hearts. Qin Feng's kick was too strong. It had the power to destroy the world. The monks of the first level of Yudong were no different from ants to him. They were all trampled to death by one kick. Two powerful men in the Yudong realm, 2 platinum scratch cards appeared on the spot. Qin Feng walked up and picked up the 2 cards. They were 2 masters of the Yudong level, and good things must appear. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the platinum scratch card and obtaining the 1-star fairy gold stone for refining materials. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the platinum scratch card and obtaining the top grade 5,000-year-old spiritual medicine source god fruit. Qin Feng listened to the system's prompt sound, his eyes were bright. Fairy gold can improve the material of the king level weapons and push the weapons to the fairy level, which is extremely precious. Fairy gold stone ranges from 1 star to 9 stars. The higher the star rating, the more precious the material, and the easier it is to improve the quality of the weapon. However, the general refining master of the Lotus Fairy Gold Stone can't do it, at least he must reach the king of refining. And this source god fruit is the main medicine for refining the god level elixir, which is also very precious. The higher the age, the stronger the medicinal power. With such results, Qin Feng is very satisfied. The only pity is that there are too few treasures of this level now. The higher the practice, the more energy and natural treasures required are huge. The general big sect can't afford such a master at all. This is why in the 100,000 mountains, a strong man who has moved the first level of the heavenly Dao can become the boss. Only Qin Feng has the blessing of the system, otherwise he would not be able to grow to such a level if he was only in Ziwei Palace. After all, the resources needed by cultivators are really huge. There are even some cultivators who move mountains and fill the sea. They need resources to support a country. Putting away the fairy gold stone, Qin Feng walked forward and came to the front of Zuck and others. Qin Feng moved his body, and all the cultivators of Xiaoao Peak and Kisha Palace immediately separated on both sides. They looked at Qin Feng as if they were in awe of gods, and it was difficult for them to resist. The Palace Master and the Peak Master of the 2 major sects at the Overlord level of the 100,000 mountains fell, and their strength will surely plummet. Suddenly, the Deputy Palace Master of the 7 Killings Palace came back to his senses. He shouted, "Don't stand there, run!" The surviving monks of the Seven Killings Palace and Xiaoao Peak all opened their eyes wide when they heard this. They almost thought they had heard it wrong. The Father Deputy Palace Master did not ask them to avenge the Palace Master, but to run away, which made them dizzy. However, since the Deputy Palace Master had run away, they naturally had no intention of fighting, so they immediately ran away with a loud sound of footsteps. The Deputy Peak Master of Xiaoao Peak did not dare to stay for long and took his people to leave. Below, the monks of Jingguan Cave and Lishan all left. Qin Feng destroyed the two major sects with one move. I am afraid that no one in the 10,000 mountains dared not give Qin Feng face. Did I let you go? Qin Feng's eyes were like lightning. He released a terrible momentum and shouted loudly, his voice was like thunder. The Deputy Palace Master of the Seven Killings Palace and the Deputy Peak Master of Xiaoao Peak were all frightened to the point of paleness. They immediately stopped and dared not move at all. Leaders, come here. The Deputy Palace Master of the Seven Killings Palace and the Deputy Peak Master of Xiaoao Peak flew to the front of Qin Feng upon hearing this, and then bowed directly to him. Mr. Qin, we know we are wrong. Please forgive us. The two of them were crying and were all scared. The Palace Master and the Peak Master were not opponents, let alone the two of them. At this moment, they didn't care about their face in order to survive. Kneel in front of the mountain gate. When I feel better, I will let you go back. As Qin Feng's voice fell, all the people in the Seven Killings Palace and Xiaoao Peak were as if they had been pardoned. They kowtowed deeply to Qin Feng and all came to the mountain gate of Jingguan Cave, kneeling in a large crowd. This scene shocked all the other mountains and sects that were paying attention to this place. The two major sects ranked in the top 5 of the 10,000 mountains, the Seven Killing Palace and the Xiaoao Peak, went to kill Qin Feng, but the final result was unbelievable. The monks of the two sects all knelt in front of the mountain gate, but no one expressed dissatisfaction. Qin Feng letting them go was already a great grace. After the battle ended, the monks of Jingguan Cave and Lishan began to clean up the battlefield, and Qin Feng returned to the palace after picking up the cards and meditated again. After such a peaceful day, another monk brought a large group of people to Jingguan Cave. All the people in the sky landed in front of the mountain gate of Jingguan Cave, and the person in charge of Jingguan Cave immediately greeted them. Now Jingguan Cave is famous for a while, and with the great god Qin Feng sitting in charge, they are not afraid of anyone. Elder, are these people here to ask for punishment? The monks of Jingguan Cave looked at the people of the two sects who were still kneeling in front of the mountain gate and asked in a low voice. They dare? Are they going to die? The person in charge of Jingguan Cave raised his eyebrows when he heard this. At this moment, they have Qin Feng in charge. Whoever dares to cause trouble must be tired of living. The person in charge of Jingguan Cave did not hide his words at all. All the monks who came to the mountain heard them, but they did not care. As the person in charge of Jingguan Cave said the truth, they really did not dare. Fellow deist from Jingguan Cave, I am the second palace master of Qisha Palace. Is Mr. Qin here? We are here to apologize. The second palace master of Qisha Palace had a smile on his face. He bowed his hands and was extremely humble. Then, he waved his hand, and countless cultivators appeared behind him, carrying a large number of spiritual stones and natural treasures, and walked forward. The disciple from Jingguan Cave was stunned, and his face instantly showed astonishment. The other party actually came to apologize. If it was in the past, Qisha Palace would have been stronger than Jingguan Cave. When had the other party been so humble? You wait here. The person in charge of Jingguan Cave waved his hand and went in with the disciple. He did not even invite the palace master of Qisha Palace into the mountain gate, but asked him to wait in front of the mountain gate. The palace master of Qisha Palace still smiled and did not show any dissatisfaction. The two soon came to Qin Feng's palace and knocked on the door of Qin Feng's palace. What's the matter? Master Qin, the second master of the Seven Killings Palace, brought a lot of natural treasures and wanted to apologize to Master Qin. Got it, Qing go and leave the gifts, and let them go. As soon as Qin Feng's voice fell, Zhou Qing a little money grubber beside him, was immediately overjoyed, and her beautiful eyes curved into crescents. Okay, master. Zhou Qing took the storage ring and ran out. Not long after, Zhou Qing returned with satisfaction. All the people from the Seven Killings Palace left in front of the mountain gate, leaving only the people from Xiaoao Peak, who were still kneeling there. Everyone looked at each other, and great uneasiness surged in their hearts. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 196. In the Ruyi Palace, Zhou Qing filled the palace with countless spiritual stones, spiritual medicines, gold and silver jewelry. For a time, the palace was filled with spiritual energy, and the jewels were shining and beautiful. This kind of shiny and gorgeous things not only pleased Zhou Qing but the other three were also very happy. They picked and chose and were very satisfied. Qin Feng didn't care much about this. He had no interest in gold and silver jewelry, phoenix hairpin jewelry, and he just wanted a lot of resources and refining materials. In the afternoon, the deputy peak master of Xiaoao Peak also brought people to Jingguan Cave. They also came to Qin Feng to apologize. In this regard, Qin Feng still asked Zhou Qing to collect it, but this time, because the people from Xiaoao Peak came late, the materials sent naturally had to be doubled. In the following time, countless great sects in the 10,000 mountains broke through the threshold of Jingguan Cave and came to meet Qin Feng. They sent all kinds of cultivation resources, so that the strength of Jingguan Cave was also steadily improving. Some of the sects sent all kinds of beauties, and Zhou Qing didn't have a good face for this. In the end, everyone knew that Qin Feng's apprentice was the key figure, and no one sent beauties anymore, but there were more silks and satins. Zhou Qing was very happy about this and often said a few good words for them in front of Qin Feng. After this battle, all 36 mountain sects in the core area of Shiwen Dashan surrendered to Qin Feng of Jingguan Cave. 2 months later, Shiwen Dashan and some other sects united to push Qin Feng to become the leader of Shiwen Dashan. Countless people believe that Qin Feng is a descendant of an ancient family, and only such a holy land can cultivate young people like Qin Feng to dominate Shiwen Dashan. Many sects and forces want to hold Qin Feng's thighs, but Qin Feng doesn't care much about this. Even if he integrates Shiwen Dashan, he can't fight against the Qin clan. However, no matter how small the grasshopper is, it is still meat. The integrated Shiwen Dashan can already be a sparrow in front of the Qin clan. In the end, Qin Feng couldn't resist everyone's will, and he agreed to be the secret leader of the 100,000 mountains. So far, the 100,000 mountains, which had existed for a long time like a pile of loose sand, had a mysterious master. Qin Feng stayed here for another 3 months. After he refined many breakthrough pills and waited for the source god pill, his cultivation stood firmly at the 2nd stage of the transformation of the spirit. And Zuck also stood at the 4th stage of the transformation of the spirit. As for Zion, he finally broke through the 5th stage that had troubled him for a long time and became a strong man of the 6th stage of the transformation of the spirit. Longma Zhou Qing and others were still hovering at the entry into the saint stage. Qin Feng used the spiritual medicine given to him by the 100,000 mountains to refine a furnace of top-grade breakthrough pills, and also refine some weapons to distribute. There are 36 mountains inside the 100,000 mountains. The strength of all the mountains has steadily soared, among which the Golden Light Cave is the most powerful. When Qin Feng took out the top-grade breakthrough pill, the 4 deputy cave masters of Jingguan Cave became cultivators in the realm of intention movement in one fell swoop, and Jingguan Cave once again became one of the overlords in the 100,000 mountains. Everyone was as quiet as a god to Qin Feng. The cultivators entered the realm of intention movement in the king level from the 9th stage of entering the saint, which was like crossing the chasm. Countless cultivators were blocked in this realm and could not make any progress in their lives. Qin Feng's move undoubtedly sent the seeds of hope to the 9th stage masters of entering the saint in the 100,000 mountains. When Qin Feng sent out the breakthrough pill, many people broke through to the first level of the abnormal movement. At this point, the masters of the 36 major sects in the 100,000 mountains all surrendered to Qin Feng, and his position as the mysterious co-master was well deserved. Not long after, Qin Feng knew it was time to leave. He wanted to cross the 100,000 mountains to the Qin family in the East region to seek justice for himself. Qin Feng had nothing to linger in the 100,000 mountains. After he dealt with things and left some pills, he was ready to leave. How far the sects of the 100,000 mountains can grow depends on their personal luck. I just hope that they can help Qin Feng in the future when he can use them. After the great waves wash away the sand, there will be some proud sons of heaven among the hundreds of thousands of cultivators in the 100,000 mountains who want to catch up with Qin Feng. Qin Feng rode on the dragon horse and flew down the Golden Light Cave with the maids. In front of the gate of the Golden Light Cave, countless cave masters and peak masters and others all respectfully saw Qin Feng off. Qin Feng's strength and good mood were all seen by all of them. Today is different from the past. Qin Feng and them have turned hostility into friendship and become the co-lord of the 100,000 mountains. The heavenly breakthrough pill refined by Qin Feng allowed some 9th stage cultivators to break through to the intention-moving realm. They were extremely grateful to Qin Feng. Otherwise, they would be stuck in this realm for decades, or even their entire lives. Qin Feng gave them the ability to become masters who can stand on their own in the 100,000 mountains. Therefore, they sincerely admire Qin Feng and submit to him with all their hearts. Farewell, Lord God. In the future, as long as the Lord God gives us an order, we will go to the ends of the earth and go through fire and water without hesitation. All the strong men in the 100,000 mountains gathered here and watched Qin Feng's figure disappear into the sky. After leaving the Golden Light Cave, Qin Feng and his men rode on dragon horses and cranes and rushed to the Suanwu city in the East region. The 4 ancient cities in the East region were named after the 4 great beasts, Suzaku, Suanwu, Qinglong, and Beihu. In this world, only the ancient family like the Qin clan dared to use such names, and the other 4 holy places did not dare to have the slightest complaint. The destination of Qin Feng and his team is Suanwu city at the junction of the 10,000 mountains in the East region. Among the 4 major cities, Suanwu city is the weakest one, but it is also far superior to the entire West region. Brother, we have been waiting here for almost half a year, and that kid has not shown up. Did he die in the 10,000 mountains? A big man with a beard said. That Lord said that we should wait here for a year. If we don't find that person, we will leave. Don't forget that Lord has a very high status. If something goes wrong, if he blames us, we will definitely be in trouble. In a hut in the forest, 2 people talked here. They controlled a powerful demon bird and used the demon bird's sharp eyes to observe all the creatures rushing out from the 10,000 mountains as a front-line sentry. Suddenly, they saw a horse flying out from the 10,000 mountains. The void that the horse stepped on was shaking, and the whole body was golden. Then, a crane flew out from behind him. This crane was also extraordinary, exuding a powerful aura. Here it comes. The rough man fixed his eyes, and then said, Quick, I'll watch you here and gather the troops. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 197. Not long after he broke out of Shiwanda Mountain, Qin Feng felt someone was following him in the forest. His 6th sense was very keen and he quickly locked onto the suspect. It was a big bird, not very advanced, but very fast. At this moment, the big bird was hovering in the void, staring in the direction of Qin Feng and the others from time to time. There's an ambush. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold, and there was a murderous intent in his eyes. It was impossible for a mere Lingtai-level bird to dare to stare at him. After all, he has a dragon horse and a crane in the realm of gods. Their chi-like monsters will tremble when they see them. How could they still be staring at them from the branches in the distance? Then, there can only be someone secretly controlling Big Bird and paying attention to his own movements. Call out. Qin Feng shot out a divine fire from his fingertips and instantly caught up with the big bird. In an instant, the bird fell from the void and turned into fly ash on the ground. Swipe. It was at this time that dozens of powerful monks flew over from the mountains and forests below. The energy and blood in these people's bodies were intertwined. They were all in the state of becoming gods, and their murderous auras surged around them, as if they were in reality. These people are all extremely ruthless people, full of murderous intent, and the murderous intent around them has formed a cloud shape. Who? Qin Feng sat on the dragon horse and said coldly, "These people are just monks in the realm of gods, they dare to stop him, they really overestimate their capabilities. It's really the Lingtai realm." The leading black man looked at Qin Feng's state and curled his lips. Half a year ago, they received news that Qin Feng, who was in the Lingtai realm, had entered Shiwen Mountain. Today, Qin Feng came out and was still in the Lingtai realm. He really couldn't understand how such a hot trash could be feared by that big shot. "Brother, the people around this boy and the two mounts are very extraordinary," a man in black on the side said. "As for Qin Feng, in their eyes, he is a dead man." "Are you Qin Yi's people?" Qin Feng immediately frowned. He dared to intercept his people at the junction of Shiwanda Mountain and Suanwu City. He immediately thought of Qin Yi. At that time, Duan Muley had reported to the Qin people, and maybe Qin Yi had already sent someone to intercept him here. "Qin Yi? I'm sorry, I don't know what you are talking about." The leading man in black had two scars on his face. He had a sneer at the corner of his mouth. Although he was denying it, the twinkle in his eyes was already exposed. "We are rogue bandits with crazy swords. Boy, your mount is a maid. We caught our eye and immediately captured you without any physical pain." The scarred man's face was trembling, and his whole body was filled with powerful murderous aura. He didn't take Qin Feng seriously at all. Qin Feng looked at the sandy scene here, with a sneer on his lips. At this time, the other party didn't know how to restrain himself, making his eyes flash with cold light, and he was really angry. He has always suspected that Qin Yi framed him for what happened back then, which led to him being thrown into the Ziwei blood prison, where he was made worse than dead. How could the people who dared to attack and kill him near this Dongzhou Holy Land be just mere bandits? However, no matter who sent these people, if they dare to kill themselves, they have a way to die. "Let's go together," Qin Feng said lightly. His eyes were cold and he waved his hand impatiently. The people below are all in the 7th stage of transformation. To be honest, they are nothing to Qin Feng. At this time, Qin Feng was in the 2nd stage of divine transformation, the 6th stage of crane transformation, and the 4th stage of Suzaku divine transformation. Any one of the three of them could completely destroy the other. He and Suzaku have amazing courage and possess the qualifications of a saint and a saint. Even if these bandits are strong enough, they are not enough. "Brother, how come you are so calm?" the third child asked expressionlessly. Dozens of them were masters of the realm of gods, blocking Qin Feng and the others. "You know, the other party is just trash from the Lingtai realm, but these women are really good, and these two monsters are also very powerful. However, asking us to take action against such trash is just making a fuss out of a molehill," the man in black with a scarred face said impatiently. "Their crazy blade bandits are very famous in the mountains and wild ridges outside Suanwu City. When these crazy blade bandits attack, Few people can escape from their hands. This time, the price offered by the other party was too much, otherwise, they would not have taken over the stall. When they saw each other, they were just a monk in the Lingtai realm, and there were a few peerless beauties. This was a very good move. Come on, brothers, who kills him? Whoever gets the first prize gets it. Third brother, you are so fast, don't let me grab you. Dozens of monks in the realm of gods, with blood and energy intertwined all over their bodies, wielding low-grade long knives and flying swords in their hands, with majestic momentum. The sword light and sword energy crisscrossed the sky and the earth, revealing a terrifying murderous aura. They had a strong aura around them, and the murderous aura intertwined into a cloud shape. Most people would not be able to resist when facing them. However, people like Qin Feng all rushed out from the 100,000 mountains and were very powerful. Seeing that Suzaku wanted to take action, Qin Feng immediately recalled, "Leave these people to me, I just want to ask about their origins." When Suzaku and others heard this, they instantly flew up on the crane. Qin Feng took the initiative to jump off the dragon and came to the circle surrounded by these people. This person showed disdain when he saw Qin Feng coming to deal with them without knowing the consequences. "Boy, why are you pretending to be so great? Why are you just a trash from the Lingtai realm pretending to be so powerful?" Dozens of bandits were very disdainful, and the murderous aura around them turned into substance, powerful and terrifying. "I'll kill him." A cultivator of the 7th stage of the spiritualization took the initiative to step forward and prepare to teach Qin Feng a lesson. You got ahead of me, old 3. You got it, old 3. Others said enviously, this good opportunity was given to old 3 for nothing. Kunpeng fist. Boom. Qin Feng exhaled a punch, the moon and the sun intertwined, the lower level immortal skill, the Kunpeng fist smashed out, and hit the black-clothed man in the front. The black man didn't dare to be confident, his eyes widened, and finally broke into pieces and fell into the void. Old 3. Crap. Brothers, this is a tricky idea. Let's go together to avenge old 3. He's hiding his realm. Kill him. The surrounding black-clothed men were all furious. They thought Qin Feng was just a cultivator in the Lingtai realm, but he killed old 3 in the Huashan realm with one punch. This was unbelievable. Qin Feng was very disdainful of this. He didn't even need the 9 prohibitions to kill this kind of trash with one punch. Killing one of their brothers with one punch made the bandits extremely angry. They intertwined their swords and knives and wanted to kill Qin Feng. Qin Feng's eyes were like lightning. "A bunch of trash, I'd have let you guys go together long ago." Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 198. Qin Feng shouted low. He was suspended in the air, still calm in the face of dozens of deity-level bandits. The Kwangdao bandits reacted, roaring angrily and using their methods to rush towards Qin Feng. In the void, sword energy surged freely, and a destructive aura filled the air. Seeing all these people rushing towards him, Qin Feng smiled calmly and punched out. Black and golden light flashed in the void, and a terrifying aura bloomed, shaking the past and the present. Boom! Boom! Kunpeng's fist, which was of inferior immortal quality, caused a loud roar in the void. In an instant, the void became so blurry that ripples appeared in patches. At the front, a bandit who was in the 7th stage of becoming a god was killed on the spot. Bang, bang, bang. Qin Feng punched continuously, and with the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, the Kunpeng fist was so terrifying that it made the void tremble. In the blink of an eye, more than a dozen bandits were lying on the spot, all of them shapeless and beaten to pieces. The crazy knife bandits do all kinds of evil. They are all extremely vicious people, and Qin Feng is not going to let any of them go. They were all the elites of the crazy sword bandits. Unfortunately, in front of Qin Feng, most of them died like flies in an instant. This was a huge blow to their morale. "Brother, this kid is up to no good, let's withdraw." The crazy sword bandits were so frightened that they all lost their will to fight. Some of them stepped on Suanbu and fled one after another. However, how could Qin Feng let them escape? He stepped on his feet and moved instantly. He came to the back of a bandit in an instant and punched him to pieces. Kunpeng Fist, a low-grade immortal grade, is too powerful and terrifying. Even in the ancient family, it is very difficult to use the immortal grade skills. Especially this Kunpeng Fist, with the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, is comparable to the best skills of the immortal grade. The power it exerts is so shocking that even the void can't bear it. None of these crazy sword bandits were Qin Feng's enemies. They were all killed in an instant by Qin Feng's divine light that smashed through their bodies like dumplings. Qin Feng saved his last punch and did not use the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, but it was not something that the scar-faced leader could resist. Half of his body was broken. "Tell me, who sent you here?" Qin Feng's eyes were like lightning. He stepped on the scar-faced man's chest and asked him. At this time, the scar-faced man regretted his stupid decision very much. No wonder the adult gave him too much. It turned out that the clique was so painful that all the people like him were in trouble. "We people are just talking about righteousness, and we will not betray our employer." A rogue with a scarred face, a fierce look and a look of determination to fight to the death. Qin Feng smiled at this. He put his hands behind his back and stared at the other person with an extremely enigmatic look. The look in Qin Feng's eyes made the scar-faced bandit tremble. He felt that Qin Feng had seen through his whole body. "Do you think if you don't tell me, there's nothing I can do about you? The truth is ridiculous, soul search." Qin Feng sneered at the corner of his mouth, and then scanned the other person's sea of consciousness with a powerful soul. Scanning the other party's sea of consciousness, anyone who doesn't pay attention to the other person will become an idiot. However, Qin Feng doesn't care at all. Such a villain will become an idiot. Not enough. In an instant, Qin Feng became aware of the fact that the other party had wet the bed when he was a child. The scarred-faced bandit leader glanced at the captain of the elite team. He could do anything and have a way to kill himself. Qin Feng soon found that figure in his mind. Puff. Qin Feng was very decisive. His finger sword flew out with a blade of light and cut off the bandit's head. The figure he found in the opponent's mind was a disciple of the Qin clan and a follower of Qin Yi. Qin Wu. Qin Feng's eyes spread with strong murderous intent. 5 platinum scratch-off cards fell here. He stepped forward and picked them up one by one. Ding! Congratulations to the host who successfully used the platinum scratch-off card and obtained 2 pieces of 1-star immortal gold as the weapon refining material. Ding! Congratulations to the host who successfully used the platinum scratch-off card and obtained the King of Heaven's intermediate martial arts skills, 8,000 swords. Ding! Because the host has Pangu's bloodline, the Heavenly King's intermediate martial art of 8,000 swords has been upgraded to the Heavenly King's superior martial art of 108,000 swords. Qin Feng nodded with satisfaction. He learned 108,000 swords in an instant and reached the realm of transformation. These 108,000 swords are a group attack method, and when used in conjunction with the Taiyan 7 killing swords, they are extremely powerful. Brush. Qin Feng stepped on his feet and moved instantly, and arrived on the dragon's horse's back in an instant. Then, he waved to Suzaku and others and said, "Let's go and kill the crazy sword bandits on the way." Just now, Qin Feng learned the location of the bandits' stronghold from the mind of the bandit leader of the crazy swordsman. These people do all kinds of evil, and Qin Feng shudders when he sees what they do. If he hadn't encountered this matter, that would be fine. Now that he had encountered it, he absolutely couldn't ignore it. Brush. The dragon horse and the crane crossed the sky, lowered the clouds, and soon they came to a big mountain. This mountain is protected by a formation. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary mountain with nothing unusual about it. However, Qin Feng's fiery eyes saw the momentum here, and saw that there were hundreds of bandits in the mountains. Those people had profound and unpredictable practices and were not easy to deal with. I'll break the formation in a moment, and we'll rush in, leaving no one behind. Qin Feng gave an order, and he began to use his means to dismantle the formation. In an instant, the formation on the mountain was broken, and in a flash, they came to the real mountain gate of the rogue bandits. Who? A bandit guarding the mountain gate roared angrily when he saw Qin Feng and the others. The formation here is very powerful. The person who came here broke through it silently. He must be a master. He immediately gave a warning. The person who wants your life. Qin Feng raised his hand and slapped him. With the blessing of Jijin, this very simple slap was also very terrifying. This palm struck the opponent's body and sent him flying instantly. He was torn apart in mid-air and died on the spot. At this moment, Qin Feng became one with heaven and earth, and the feeling of Taoism and nature emerged all over his body. His white clothes were fluttering, like an immortal descending to earth. At this time, Qin Feng saw a girl who was tortured and had no human form. His eyes suddenly became clear and he rushed over instantly. Court death. Qin Feng roared, and a red bird divine shape flew out from his fingertips, which instantly hit the crowd. In an instant, countless bandits were turned into ashes. We are crazy knife bandits here. Who are you? Dare to cause trouble in our mountain gate and risk your life. Countless rogue bandits with crazy swords were surrounding Qin Feng and the others. They were wielding weapons, with divine power surging all over their bodies and murderous intent. Qin Feng pointed out, still an ordinary finger. With the blessing of the ultimate, this finger pointed at the center of the person's eyebrows. The head of the person who had just spoken was shattered and fell to the ground. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbs feed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 199. Kill them all and don't let anyone go. These people did all kinds of evil, and Qin Feng felt angry. When he thought of what he saw in that bandit's mind, his eyes were filled with blood. 108,000 swords. Qin Feng let out a soft sigh and took out the Taiyan 7 killing sword, because he felt that killing these people with his fists would dirty his hands. So, holding the Taiyan 7 killing sword in his hand, he cut across the void with a chi-la sound. Under the ultimate blessing, dozens of people instantly fell from the void to the ground like dumplings, lying dead on the spot. Hiss. The crazy saber bandits took a breath of air. They received a dangerous aura. Qin Feng was so strong, no wonder he dared to attack their crazy saber bandits' mountain gate. Boy, come here, our crazy knife gangsters are running wild. Your doom has come, why don't you hurry up and catch us? The big bandit of the crazy knife bandits came, with a ferocious smile on his face. For people as murderous as they were, the death of a few people was nothing to them. The great bandit Zhao Yu was filled with powerful murderous intent, and his cultivation level was astonishingly high. Brother, is this kid Qin Feng who is missed by that big shot? The second leader of the bandits said strangely, the other party did have some tricks, no wonder he was worried about that big shot. Yes, this kid is very similar to the picture, it's him. Zhao Yu's eyes narrowed. This man was exactly the same as the portrait given to him by the big shot of the Qin clan. It seems that Lao Chi and Lao San all died in the hands of this man. He killed our brother and took his life to pay homage to the spirits of our brothers in heaven. The second bandit Zhao Yan looked up to the sky and roared, his whole body blooming with momentum, and the cultivation level of the first level of the sky spread out, even less than that of the big bandit Zhao Yu. The crazy sword bandits were soaring into the sky. They saw their first master and second master stop the horizontally immoral Qin Feng, and their morale suddenly rose. At this moment, Zuck and the others also came behind Qin Feng. Although they were few hot women, they were actually outstanding and shocked everyone. Because the dragon, horse, and crane are so sacred, the aura that overflows is very terrifying, the power of divine beasts. The bandit leader Zhao Yu knew that his men were a ragtag group of people who were far from Qin Feng's opponent, so he did not let them waste their lives in vain. These people are headed by Qin Feng. As long as Qin Feng is killed, nothing will be a problem. Young man, let's catch him without any effort, you are no match for us. Zhao Yu shouted coldly. He looked at the women behind Qin Feng with a ferocious smile, greed in his eyes. It's just you, I can destroy you with one move. Qin Feng's cold voice came out. To him, the monks who moved the first level were almost like ants. When Zhao Yu heard this, his face looked very ugly. He was a big bandit and the boss of Crazy Sword. The other party dared to be so confident that he could be killed with one move. It was so arrogant. Brother, don't talk nonsense to this kid. I'm here to kill him and avenge my brothers. Zhao Yan's eyes were full of murderous intent. With his divine footsteps, he came to the front of Qin Feng in an instant. He pointed at Qin Feng's throat, causing the breath of the sky to spread. The second master is mighty. The second master is invincible. There was a warm cheer among the crazy sword bandits. The second master, who was in a state of mind, took action. What could the opponent do to stop him? Brothers, take advantage of the second master's opportunity to kill the enemy. Let me take down those delicate beauties and give them a try. Zhao Yu gave an order, smiled sinisterly, and flashed towards Suzaku and the others. Good. Kill. The cry of killing suddenly rang out, and the bandits rushed towards Zuck and the others with murderous intent. When Suzaku saw this scene, there was a hint of disdain in her eyes. Now that she has entered the fourth stage of becoming a god, and has the talent of a saint and a monk of the emotion realm, she can also fight. Kill. Zuck gave a sweet shout and took the initiative to attack Zhao Yu. In Zhou Qing'er's hand, he held the immortal killing gourd and sprayed out thousands of sword energy. The dragon and horse roared, and the divine dragon's roar spread, causing some people to stand on the spot, and their heads were instantly cut off by Zhou Qing'er's immortal killing gourd. At the same time, the crane flapped its wings, its sword skills blossomed, and a large number of bandits descended from the sky. Although they are not the strongest, they have talked about the blessings of some magic weapons and their terrifying lethality, which shocked everyone. As a saint of the Suzaku clan, Suzaku's divine power is unstoppable. Later, she reached the fourth stage of becoming a god. With the blessing of the medium-sized weapons of the Heavenly King, her cultivation was truly terrifying. A mere little girl wants to stop me. She is just looking for death. Just admit defeat and let me feel good. Zhao Yu's eyes were cold. He held a top-grade sword and slashed at Suzaku's vitals. The Heavenly King's middle wind wings were boring, and he swayed out brilliant divine light. The void where he struck was trembling, emitting a dazzling light. Zhao Yu despised him in his heart. He was a monk in the emotional realm. He did not dodge or dodge, and collided with Suzaku's weapon, trying to knock the weapon away from the opponent's hand. Clang! A deafening sound came, the sky was filled with energy, Suzaku's eyes remained unchanged, and the divine power surged in his hands. In an instant, the heaven-grade superior sword in Zhao Yu's hand was directly cut off by Suzaku, and Windwing Boring continued to step forward and cut off one of Zhao Yu's arms. Zhao Yu vomited blood, his energy and blood were weak, he flew out and hit the ground. Gudong. Zhao Yu stabilized his body, took out a pill from his arms and drank it. Brother, how are you? Zhao Yan, who had been fighting Qin Feng just now, caught Zhao Yu in an instant, with concern in his eyes. I didn't expect this little girl to be so careless. Brother is so careless. As Zhao Yu connected his arms, the blood stopped instantly. Brush. The pill Zhao Yu took effect, and a beast-like claw suddenly grew on his arm. This claw was like a ghost claw, very scary. Suzaku frowned slightly. The Zhao Yu in front of him was very troublesome. At this moment, his aura became much stronger, and he gushed out with terrifying power. When Qin Feng saw this scene, his steps were mysterious, he came to Suzaku and said, "Leave this monster to me, you go and stop that person." Yes. Suzaku agreed. The claws of the big bandit Zhao Yu were so disgusting that it made her hair stand on end. Boy, if you can let me use the ice ghost hands, you are already proud enough. The momentum around Zhao Yu was soaring, and the surging black ghost mist was extremely strange. What ghost hand? It's just a chicken claw. Even if you are the dragon god alive, you have to surrender under my feet. Qin Feng's eyes were like lightning, and a terrifying aura spread out from his body. The Shura divine form appeared on his body, filled with terrifying divine power. Crack. At this time, Zhao Yu suddenly had black smoke rising from his body, and then his knees became weak and he knelt directly at Qin Feng's feet. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 200. What the hell, boss? No way, why is the boss so scared that he kneels down? The Kwangdao bandits were all frightened, their eyes widened, unable to be confident. How come the arrogant boss of his family was made to kneel down by the other party? Not only were they like this, Qin Feng was also suspicious, but he understood it instantly. My own 10th palace Yama has been upgraded to the superior technique of the Heavenly King, which happened to suppress Zhao Yu's physique. Zhao Yu's ice ghost hands are obviously like the methods of the underworld, while Qin Feng's 10 palaces of Yama are the superiors of the underworld, and the other party has to surrender. This is really a trick. Ah! Zhao Yu shouted. He tried desperately to stand up. There was a loud crackling sound in his body. Finally, he stood up in front of everyone and withstood Qin Feng's pressure. I have to say that this person is really a cruel person, but Qin Feng will never let him live. Qin Feng, I swear I won't be a human unless I kill you. Zhao Yu roared to the sky, and the black mist intertwined around him, condensing into a black mad knife. This is exactly the technique of their crazy sword bandits, the inferior martial arts of the king. The Heavenly King's low-grade mad sword martial arts was used in actual combat, and brilliant sword light bloomed in the void. There were many of them, and they slashed towards Qin Feng. The inferior skills of the Heavenly King are extremely precious and terrifyingly powerful. Especially when Zhao Yu's cultivation in the realm of movement was displayed, 9 black swords appeared in the void, which was really terrifying. Not far away, Zhou Qing'er, Lin Ziyi, and Wang Shui were all shocked when they saw the sword in the sky. They were very worried about Qin Feng's life. Crane, leave us alone and go save the master. The 3 of them even directly ordered the cranes in the 6th stage of transformation to ignore themselves and help Qin Feng. It doesn't matter, these few swords can't break the master's defense. The crane has the highest level of cultivation. It can see at a glance that this kind of trivial skill is nothing to worry about in front of Qin Feng. It can't even break through Qin Feng's protective light shield. As if to verify Xianhe's words, a golden beam of light appeared on Qin Feng's body, and the vision of the God King shrouded his body. Under the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, golden light emitted, extremely bright. Clang, clang, clang. 4 of the 9 crazy knives were dodged by Qin Feng, and the remaining 5 were all slashed on his body, making a shocking noise. Under the protection of the Divine King's vision and the Heavenly King's superior wish-fulfilling armor, Qin Feng's defense remained motionless and he did not suffer any damage at all. 108,000 swords appeared in the void, and the Heavenly King's superior technique instantly wiped out the other 4 crazy swords. The overflowing sword energy flew across the sky, as if it was going to cut through the sky and cover the sky. Puff, puff, puff. 10 bandits were instantly stabbed by Qin Feng's sword energy wave. Although they resisted with all their strength and tried to escape, it was useless and they died instantly on the spot. Qin Feng, you ignore me so much, I will destroy you physically and mentally. Zhao Yu's eyes were red. Qin Feng casually killed 10 bandits in front of him. He didn't take him seriously at all. It was a counterattack against his crazy sword just now. Yeah. Qin Feng sneered, and then, with mysterious steps, he came to the front of Zhao Yan in an instant, and struck Zhao Yan on the head with a stick as fast as lightning. The next moment, Zhao Hong was dizzy and stood on the spot. This was Qin Feng's sap, which could cause dizziness for 3 seconds. Suzaku kill him. Qin Feng returned to where he was in an instant, and looked at Zhao Yu with a sneer. He just didn't take Zhao Yu seriously, so no matter what. Puff. Suzaku showed no mercy and cut off Zhao Yan's head. In an instant, Zhao Yan came to his senses, but it was too late. He could only watch as his body and head got farther and farther away, and he fell on the spot. The surrounding crazy blade bandits were all dumbfounded. They watched helplessly as their second-in-command fell, but there was no way they could stop him. At this time, Zhao Yu was so angry that 1 Buddha was born and 2 Buddhas ascended to heaven. Smoke was coming from his head. He was really furious. Just a moment ago, when Qin Feng moved, he thought he had angered the other party and was about to be on full alert. Unexpectedly, the other party ignored him again, appeared in front of Zhao Yan, and knocked him unconscious in front of him. Zhao Yan caused Zhao Hong to die on the spot. No one else can. Qin Feng gave an order, stepped on the instantaneous movement, and began to attack Zhao Yu with all his strength. The crazy sword bandits around them were terrified to death. Their second master died as soon as he said he was going to die. Seeing that the first master was also defeated, they were frightened out of their courage and couldn't resist. It was at this time that Zhou Qing'er's immortal killing gourd sword energy surged and clashed with the crane's sword energy. All the bandits were stabbed and fell from the void like dumplings. There were only a few of them, but they counterattacked and killed hundreds of monks and gained the upper hand. It really made them feel like they were in a dream. Zhao Yu, you have done all kinds of evil, let me send you on your way now. Qin Feng shouted coldly. He knew in the mind of the scar-faced man that the leader of the crazy sword bandits was called Zhao Yu. He was also a sinner and he should be sent to die. If you want to kill me, you can't do it without paying the price. Zhao Yu's pupils suddenly shrank, and his body suddenly swelled like a balloon. Then, his limbs became like a beast, pitch black, and developed some scales, like the Ghost King from Hell. Die. Ghost King Zhao Yu, with divine power like the sea, burst out an amazing momentum in his body. At this moment, dark clouds covered the sky and the sun, and ghosts were everywhere. Chi La. The Taiyan 7 killing sword, exerting 108,000 swords, the brilliant sword energy rushed towards Zhao Yu, and the sword moves were extremely sharp. Dang clang clang. At this moment, the Heavenly King's top-grade Taiyan 7 killing sword chopped on Zhao Yu's body, but only a dazzling spark appeared, and did not break Zhao Yu's defense. At this moment, Zhao Yu's body was extraordinary, extremely solid, and his momentum was much stronger. Ha ha ha, kid, you can't break my defense. Go to hell. Zhao Yu roared, and black clouds burst out around him. The powerful murderous aura turned into a ghost and flooded towards Qin Feng. Really? This is not necessarily true. Boom. Qin Feng's eyes condensed, he stepped on the instant and moved, put away the Taiying killing sword, and decided to use Kunpeng Fist to kill him instantly. The lower grade immortal skill was extremely terrifying, enough to split mountains and rocks. It was his strongest move besides Pangu's kick. He saw that Zhao Yu was very terrifying at the moment, so he put away his contempt and decided to give him the strongest fatal blow. Boom. The moon and the sun bloomed between heaven and earth, and the dazzling light intertwined with Qin Feng's finger sword. A beam of light that shook the sky and the earth blasted directly and hit Zhao Yu's body, blasting away the ghost fog around him. Crack. The next moment, with a loud bang, Zhao Yu's bones broke, and then, they shattered directly into the void. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix.